What's up, I'm Marko.
I'm Alex.
And you are watching VAGABROTHERS.
And this week we're geeking out on dinosaurs in the Badlands of Alberta.
Canada.
That's right. Southeastern Alberta is made up of the Badlands. Beautiful canyons of sedimentary rock, clay, and coal carved from the prairies by erosion to form ridgelines called coulees and sandstone columns known as hoodoos.
In 1884, a geologist named Joseph Burr Tyrell came here to find coal for Canada's new railroads. In the process, he discovered one of the greatest deposits of dinosaur fossils in the world, launching the Great Canadian Dinosaur Rush and changing the Badlands forever. Hello everyone, so we just arrived to the southeast corner of Alberta and we are now in Dinosaur National Park.
Provincial Park, to be correct.
Park.
The reason it's called Dinosaur Provincial Park is because for miles and miles, actually kilometers here behind us, are dinosaur fossils.
Are you supposed to touch that?
I don't know.
That's because back in the day, 75 million years ago, this was like the Garden of Eden for dinosaurs. They were everywhere, they were chilling.
Were they chilling? I don't know, because every dinosaur movie I've seen has people getting their heads ripped off.
But luckily, if you've seen Jurassic World, none of that jazz is going on here. It's safe, and we're gonna go get a sneak peek by looking at a dinosaur dig right here.
All right, guys, well, we have just found a fossil, and now we're gonna go try and find some more. Supposedly there's a lot more down this way, so we're gonna follow our friend Jared here, see if we can't find any.
We're just walking down the road, and there is a dinosaur fossil here with a pretty cool story.
Yeah. So this is one of my favorite sort of nerd out fossils. This is the pubis of, it's part of the hip bone of a duck-billed dinosaur. They're one of the common ones here. That's tooth marks. So when this was bone, before it was fossilized, something's gnawing away on it.
I thought you were gonna say there was like a dinosaur bar fight, and this guy just got totally messed up, thrown through a window, broke his leg, died outside the street.
There's just two dinosaurs walking to a bar. First dinosaur says, I thought you saw that.
Saw what?
The bar, you know, they're walking to the So Dinosaur Park is super special as far as fossils go. Richest site in the world for Cretaceous era fossils. The coolest thing about the Badlands is that they're an erosional environment. So all the fossils that are buried underneath all the prairies around us are protected by the prairies. But where we've had all this erosion happening, then the fossils are actually being exposed just by rainfall and snowmelt. And that's what makes it so accessible here. You guys are going to be working on a Centrosaurus bone bed. It's a horn-faced dinosaur, big plant eater, very common fossil for us to find here.
We're gonna go dig for dinosaur bones. It's the first time we've ever done it. What's the name of the dinosaur we're digging for again?
It's called Centaurus, I think.
No, that's a centaur. That's from Greek.
It's like a half man.
What's the name of that dinosaur again?
Centrosaurus.
Centrosaurus. Supposedly Centrosauruses were the cows of the Cretaceous.
Centrosauri.
Crustaceous?
Cretaceous.
Damn, this is difficult.
Crustaceans are lobsters, and Cretaceous is the era of dinosaurs we're excavating right now.
This is
I
hard,
have no
guys.
idea
Okay,
where
we're
we
gonna
are
go
or
look.
what we're doing. We're just gonna start digging.
I think that's probably the best way to end it.
Yeah, exactly. Come in above the bone, and you're just gonna try and flick some of that stuff up off of it.
There it is. A piece of a dinosaur whose name I've
unfortunately already forgotten.
It's cool, like you guys are, this is bone that hasn't seen daylight for sort of 5 million years.
There are so many bones here. This seriously reminds me of like the dinosaur killing fields. I don't know what happened here back in the day, but a bunch of dinosaurs died in one place. And now they are all here, waiting for the VAGABROTHERS to unearth them.
Well, that's gonna take a while.
With the dental pick, it will take a long time. So we'll see you guys in 3 years or more. Our adventures in the Badlands continue. Yesterday we were looking at dinosaur fossils, but the first fossils were actually discovered by coal miners.
That's why we've driven a couple hours down the road to Atlas Coal Mine. It's a National Historic Site. We're gonna meet up with a guy named Bob Moffett, who grew up when this mine was in full swing.
Hi, Ed.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How old were you when you started working in the mine?
16. My dad was 14 and my grandfather was 8. It was hard work and it was dangerous, but it was underground that you got banged up. Over the years in Drumheller, we killed 207 men. Well, the last car of coal left here in 1979, and now you have the last standing wooden tipple in Canada.
By all accounts, working up here was not very pleasant. Definitely really interesting to kind of get perspective on life here. Quite frankly, I'm happy that I was not a coal miner.
At one point, there had been thousands of people living and working in the 139 mines in the valley.
But when Atlas Mine closed, the population plummeted, leaving ghost towns like the one we headed to next. Well, we've learned what it's like to work as a miner. Now we're gonna find out what it's like to drink like a miner.
So we're down the valley at the Last Chance Saloon. We've been on the tipple, and now it's time to have a little tipple. So why don't you say we go in there and have a nice cold brew?
Sounds great.
All right, let's do it.
Inside, walls were decorated with black and white photos from the valley's golden age, plus some pretty random adornments. Guys, there's a bear on the ceiling.
There's a bear in the bar, mate. Bob told us what it was like back in the day.
Oh, it was wild. Friday nights in this valley were just unreal. We had our share of fisticuffs, and if you were watching a fight, it was pretty dull because they were starting to wrestle instead of box. You went across the street. There was a better one going on over there.
These days, it's not so rowdy, but it still keeps the character of the old days.
Wow, it's sweet feeling. Stoked, man. Sweet potato fries, good beer, good burger. It's my last chance for a feed.
But for what?
Before this video's done.
Our last stop was nearby Drumheller, which has embraced its dinosaur heritage in a way that's equally cute and kitschy, from the world's tallest dinosaur to a Centrosaurus riding a motorbike.
Casual Stegosaurus at a bus stop.
We came to visit the Royal Tyrell Museum, which houses one of the world's largest collection of dinosaur fossils and is a world leader in the field of paleontology.
We arrived before the museum opened and met up with Don Brinkman, the museum's director of preservation, who took us behind the scenes to see how the fossils are prepared for the public. This is wild, guys. There are so many bones, so many fossils in here. And it takes, 2 years to get fossils that are from the plaster to exhibit. So, looks like you guys have your hands full.
We do, yeah.
Took 100 million years to get here. 2 years is nothing in the big scheme of things.
Yeah. I'm Don Brinkman. I'm Director of Preservation here at the Royal Tyrell Museum of Paleontology. We're not just a museum, we're also a research institute. There's 6 researchers looking at various aspects of the late Cretaceous in Alberta.
It's a very important question.
Okay.
If you could be any dinosaur in the world, what dinosaur would you be?
Well, I have a close personal relationship to one of the dinosaurs here because it was named after me. So if I was going to be a dinosaur, I'd be Kronosaurus brinkman.
What type of noise do you think that dinosaur would make?
Woo, woo, woo.
That's cool.
With that, we let the experts get back to work. With hundreds of fossils in their collection and countless more to be discovered, it's safe to say their work will never end.
We left feeling that childhood sense of wonder that inspires so many kids to dream of a land before time where real-life dragons once roamed. Now, as adults, the knowledge of an ancient world below our feet is a humbling reminder of how short our time on Earth really is, and why it's best spent in beautiful places like these. Hopefully this video inspired you to explore the Canadian Badlands for yourselves. If it did, then check out the links to Travel Alberta in the info box for more inspiration.
As always, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to VAGABROTHERS for new travel videos every Tuesday.
In the meantime, stay curious, keep exploring, and we'll see you guys on the road.
Peace.
More videos. On the left, we explore beautiful Prince Albert Park in Saskatchewan, and the video on the right, we pretend to be cowboys and check out Calgary Stampede. Make sure to subscribe for new videos every Tuesday. Peace.